Hi everybody! Look, I made a cake yesterday. I ate just about all of it, and it's not sugar-free actually. And I actually cooked it right. Never give up on what you don't think you can do or what you think you can never achieve just because you don't do it the first time. Because you know what? Keep going and eventually you do. And not to toot my own horn, but guess what? I lifted 100 pounds in weightlifting in the bench press. That is my max right now. I can't wait to get to my weight, which is 125, I think. I say I think because you can't judge how much you weigh by the scale because you might be getting muscles, so that might make you weigh more, but you really don't weigh that. All I know is my clothes still fit and they fall off still. So I don't think the scale's accurate. Sorry, I know what I was trying to say. Sometimes it doesn't come out. Accurate. I know what I'm trying to say, and if you guys don't, that is your problem and not mine. Accuracy, accurate. Anyways, that was the good news. And the other good news is the guy that I'm interested in, and I can't say I have a crush on him yet because I don't know him enough to have a crush on him. But I know I'm interested in him and I know I think about him a lot, even though I know him only less than 5 days. I forgot how many days. Anyways, so I asked him if he wanted to be my friend, and he said sure. So I actually have a chance. And I actually have a chance to get to know him. And he's giving me that chance. I still don't know if he really knows if I have a disability or not. But you know what? If he's the person I think he is, I think he would still be my friend. But dating-wise, gotta find out more about him first. Can't just jump in with not knowing if I really like him. But I seriously gotta find out if he's okay that I have a disability, because if he's not okay with it, then I can't pursue him as getting to know him a lot. I don't want to waste my time on a guy if they aren't going to take me seriously just because I have a disability. And I hope that he doesn't think of me like as a sister or his little sister or something that he has to protect. And I hope he doesn't feel sorry for me is why he said sure, or because we're co-workers he said sure. I hope he said sure because he actually wants to get to know me. But you know what? I have to have faith in God about this. And God will lead me to what is supposed to happen. You just got to trust in the Lord. Oh, and one thing people are scared to do, people are scared to meditate because people are scared to know who they really are. You have to be comfortable in your own skin before you can be comfortable with somebody else. You have to accept yourself for who you are. And that means you have to accept your flaws. And one of the ways is to do that is to be in tune with your body and how you feel. And sometimes you're going to have bumps in the road. Not everybody's going to like you. You just have to accept the hard fact that some people are not going to understand you. And the reality is, sometimes people just come into your life so they can teach you something or you can teach them something. But it's about giving people a chance. And you gotta take risk. And you gotta show the other person you like who you really are. And you're going to have to trust in your ability to have the confidence and the guts to be who you are and not care what the other person thinks about it. Because seriously and for real, the person that we should care about the most is the Lord. The Lord will never leave you and never steer you in the wrong direction. But there is free will, so you might steer yourself in the wrong direction. But that doesn't mean God's not going to love you. And just because somebody has a disability does not mean they're not smart. Because the tests that doctors do don't really measure intelligence, in my opinion. And half the stuff we learn in school, we don't even use. How is history going to help us in real life? It's going to help us not repeat it, or hopefully teach us lessons about how not to repeat it. How is math going to help us in real life when most people use smartphones and cell phones? What happened to using our brains? Goodness. And what happened to measuring intelligence by if you know the difference between right and wrong? What happened to knowing to do intelligence by the life skills? Book smart isn't going to matter really when you grow up. It might if you're trying to go to college, but actually, I wasn't book smart and I passed a personal trainer's class. It was online, and you know what's harder online? Because you actually have to be disciplined enough to take the time to do it. And you don't get graded. Like, there's no accountability really. It's up to you to do it. That's the difference between online and in person. Because when you do it online, it eliminates the excuse to party with your friends. Really. It actually lets you learn something more than if you go to college, in my opinion. Because you're in the comfort of your own home, and you don't have to worry about social pressure, and you don't have to worry about fitting in. And college, to me, should not be about partying. It should be about furthering your education, and it should be about learning who you are. And you don't need a party to do that, and you don't need friends to know who you are. You need the Lord, and you need wisdom. Wisdom comes from reading the Bible, in my opinion, and wisdom comes from your heart. And to have the guts to be who you are, and have the guts to be bold enough to show people the real you. That is my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. Oh yeah, guys like it if you're funny too. But if you're not funny, don't try to fake being funny. Guys like it when you have a sense of humor. Anyways, as I said, you cannot be, just because you're not book smart, doesn't mean you're not smart. And an IQ test is not accurate enough to tell you if you're smart. Because you can be smarter in other ways. Like, not to my horn again, but I am very disciplined. Like, disciplined enough to do stuff and motivate myself. Well, book smart people might not be motivated enough. They might have to have a teacher grade their paper, or to give them accountability. With me, it's me who's motivating myself. It's me motivating myself to learn new stuff. And just because I'm not smart at grammar or anything, doesn't mean I'm not smart. As I said, smart is measured in different ways. And you should actually friend somebody with a disability and look past their disability. Because you know what? If you let somebody different come into your life, you could actually might learn something. And you might learn something about yourself that you need to change. Or you might learn what actually life is really all about. It's not about being popular, how much money you have, or how big your house is, or how pretty you are. It's actually about helping other people out, and it's actually about the Lord. Pleasing the Lord and being more like the Lord. That is my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. Bye!